Welcome to our 5 on 5. Pleased to be joined today by Susan Sygall, the co-founder and CEO of Mobility International USA. Susan, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, my pleasure to have you. So tell us about Mobility International USA and your journey to founding it.
Oh, I'd love to. Mobility International USA is a nonprofit organization, and we're located right here in Oregon. And our mission is to advance leadership and disability rights globally. So we have brought thousands of people with disabilities from all over the world to see how accessible Oregon is, and also to let people with disabilities see what changes they may want to make so they can go back so disabled people in their own countries can have the same rights that we get to enjoy right here.
Excellent.
And my journey was very exciting because I was so fortunate. I got a Rotary Fellowship. I studied a year in Australia, and during that time I realized that more people with disabilities need to be involved in international exchange. And it was because of that scholarship that here I am, and we're just celebrated 35 years. Wow. And have affected literally thousands of people around the world. So thanks to Rotary Scholarship, I'm here today to talk to you.
Congratulations, that's very exciting. Okay, so did Rotary Scholarship bring you down here to Southern Oregon as well?
Well, I'm a Rotarian at the Eugene Club, and I was so thrilled. I just talked to the Rogue Medford Club and the Ashland Club, and I got to talk about Mobility International and also about one of our signature programs called WILD, which is the Women's Institute on Leadership and Disability, where we work to empower disabled women from around the world. And I just had a blast talking to both clubs and was so impressed with the enthusiasm and really the commitment to making changes on a global level, which is what Rotary is all about.
Excellent. Okay, and I understand you also met with Southern Oregon University representatives as well as Oregon Shakespeare Festival representatives.
Yes, and that meeting was equally wonderful, and it was so wonderful because I got to meet with Southern Oregon University and learn about all they're doing for inclusion of students with disabilities. And with the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, they are doing so much to also think about inclusion, acting, also in terms of the plays that they do, the audiences they bring in. And then just to make it all better, I got to see Destiny of Desire and really saw the really political and social commentaries that the play was making, and the idea of really making plays and art accessible to everybody and telling everybody's story.
Wow, okay, very good. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll have much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Susan Sygall, the co-founder and CEO of Mobility International USA. So I understand we talked about you're speaking to Rotary, both Medford and Ashland, but you're also a member of the International Women's Forum for Oregon. How does that factor into your work?
Well, I'm so privileged to be a member of the Oregon International Women's Forum, and I got a chance to meet with other International Women's Forum, and part of my excitement of being part of that network is not only do I get to network with other amazing women leaders, but I'm also really interested in that whole forum, including more disabled women all over the world so they can sort of build their pipeline of leadership. So it's a great networking opportunity and always making new friends here in Ashland, and that was really fun.
Yeah, okay, and you're also a MacArthur Fellowship. Tell us about that.
Yes, well, as you know, the MacArthur Fellowship is a very prestigious award, and I was one of the first people with an apparent disability to get that, and it really was an honor. I think it recognized the work that I'm doing to empower people with disabilities, and one of the things that I'm hoping with my work that all people with disabilities, maybe people who know people with disabilities, will contact our organization if they're thinking of volunteering or studying abroad, because one of the things we're trying to do is build a pipeline of leaders with disabilities, not only here in Oregon, but really all over the world.
And what advice would you have for people who might be watching to empower themselves?
Well, one of the things that I think is really important that people with disabilities take risks and have the same risks as other people. And I think also that people with disabilities should also not let any preconceived notions of what's possible limit them. So anything from going horseback riding to challenge courses to getting your doctorate at the university to becoming an actor in the Shakespeare Festival. I mean, basically people with disabilities should have the same rights and opportunities as other people. And I'm really hoping people will really go for their dreams and really realize that we're in a country where everyone should realize their full potential. And there's a great global disability rights movement, and I'm just honored to be part of that.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
It was thrilling. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.